My lordship, please. No, extremely urgent matter for tomorrow, my lord. The only indulgence, my lord, that it's on the process of filing. So
Motion.
Motion, my lord. The termination of it in the field. I filing slip, my lord.
With the consent of petitioners, advocate, I beg to mention item number 12.
12. You are for
Private respondent
number?
on behalf of SR.
Okay.
Lord, I am for the petitioner, my lord.
Your lord, your lordship, if your lordship may allow me to mention one writ petition bearing.
1 minute. Who is there? Who is mentioning?
12.
Who is mentioning? Is it the way?
Sorry, man.
Before passing the order, you have moved away. Yes.
My lord, I am for the petitioner, my lord.
Huh.
There is some difficulty on their part today, my lord. May I pray that on any date as per convenience, my lord? After 1 week. It may be after 1 week. It may be adjourned for a week.
Okay. Mr. A.R. Bhuiyan. Why your name is showing against P2?
My lord. Oh, no, my lord, while file the Wakalatnama, my lord, all the petitioner's signature was not there. Later on, my lord, we have incorporated.
Learned counsel for the petitioners. Present. Mr.
P. Hazarika on behalf of SRM.
P. Hazarika. Learned counsel. Appearing for Mr. S.R. Raval. He is a standing counsel.
In this case, private respondent for.
Okay. For the respondent number 225,
2 to 22.
comma, 2 to 20,
2 to 5 and
15 to 22. Has made a prayer for adjournment of the case for a week. It is submitted that consent has been taken from the learned counsel for the petitioners. From Mr. Bhuiyan, learned counsel for the petitioner and other respondents to make the prayer. Okay. As the prayer is made with the consent, comma, the prayer is allowed, list the case after we're going to date to fix by the office.
my.
Yes, it's a lot. I'd like to mention item number 9 and 10, my lord.
9 and 10. 9 and 10.
My lord, I am appearing for the petitioners. 9 what?
9 is different.
10 and 11.
10 and 11.
Sorry.
10 and 11. Yes.
My lord, can we take it up the next week, my lord? I had some difficulty today, my lord.
Okay. Who is the petitioner?
My lord, I am appearing for the petitioner in 10 and
Hmm.
11, my lord.
10, 11.
10, 11, my lord.
Okay. Mr. H. Buraghan, learned counsel for the petitioners, and Ms. A. Gayan, learned Central Government Council. Okay. For the state respondents are present, Ms. Gayan, she has made a prayer to list the cases in the next week. Okay. As Mr. Buraghan has consented to say prayer, list the cases in the next week.
Yes, my lord.
Next week? Not one after 1 week, next week.
I'm obliged, my lord.
May I please, your lordship? My lord, I beg to mention for listing of a motion item, my lord. Lord, can it be tomorrow, my lord? My lord.
What is the subject
My lord,
matter?
subject matter is, my lord, it is regarding eviction of the citizens in Kochutoli, my lord, near Sunapur.
Hmm.
Now, once process of eviction has been there is an stay order operating from this honorable court as well as in the honorable apex court also, my lord. Now, what they have done, they have deleted our names from the voter list, my lord. Only we could come to know when we checked it up.
Next week, next Monday.
My lord, can it be on Tuesday, my lord? Next week, Tuesday. my
What
lord.
is motion?
Motion, my lord.
Wednesday then.
My lord.
Your lordship, if I may mention, one writ petition being number 524, filing number 5244/2025. Now, your lordship, we are requesting if this petition be listed either tomorrow or Monday.
Motion.
Yes, ma'am.
Motion.
This is writ petition.
Motion.
Yes.
In the motion column.
Yes.
What is the subject?
The subject matter is, your lordship, that the ED, this is a matter under Prevention of Money Laundering Act. The respondent number 2, that is the ED, had lodged one FIR. Now I am a senior citizen person. They are summoning us again and
Monday,
again.
Monday.
Monday. Okay.
Hmm? Wednesday? Holiday, 7th? Court, Guwahati আছে নাকি? It is not in Guwahati. Guwahati, there is no Panchayat election. Huh?
The notification has come.
Come.
The notification has come. I
Is
have,
it?
yes, on 7th of May is a holiday, 19/7 has been reopened, open for that. 7th of May is a holiday.
Thursday then. Thursday.
That 10 and 11 matter may kindly be 2 weeks, ma'am. Next 2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks. Okay, then after 2 weeks.
May I please your lordship? May I
Yes.
please your lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention for listing of two writ petition on 9/5/25.
What is the subject?
One is both matters are land matters, And in one,
Not night, after that.
May it please your lordship.
Did you put it? Huh?
May it please your lordship. With the concern of the other side, I beg to mention item number 5 and 6, my lord.
5 and 6.
5 and 6, my lord.
Hmm.
Can you taken up, my lord, on 15th or 20, my lord? May,
It will depend upon the registry.
my lord,
2014-15, they will accordingly fix the matter.
my lord.
When? After 2 weeks?
2 weeks, my lord.
Okay. Mr. R.S. Mr. and Council Board of Petitioners. Has paid for listing of the cases after 2 weeks. You have taken consent?
Yes, my lord.
Yes. Is there anybody? No. It is submitted that consent has been taken from the Land Council Board of Petitioners, respondents to make it fair. And a mention memo to that effect has also been circulated yesterday. Also, the praise the Lord is the cases after 2 weeks
Deeply obliged, my lord.
on a date to fix by the office.
Obliged, my lord. Okay.
May it please your lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention for the rate petition, my lord. My lord, one that is filing number 5272 of the 2025, my lord. My lord, and this is eviction matter, my lord. My lord, urgency for similar situated matter tomorrow listed, my lord.
Tomorrow list.
Yes, my lord. Item number 28.
Okay.
Obliged.
Hello, my lord, with regard to item number 7 to 9,
Hmm.
can it be taken after a 1 week, my lord, next Thursday, my lord?
Otherwise, there is urgency, lordship, all right, only.
Only 1 week, my lord. I'm heavily entrusted with the case, my lord. Yesterday only I got.
Yes, yes.
Okay, Islam, then next Thursday.
Next Thursday, interim order passed under circular.
Okay. But there is an application
Oh, for a substitution.
in the supplementary list.
All right, but substitution in WBC number 1128.
Okay, Mr. and us, Land Junior Government Advocate Assam has submitted that for the state respondents has submitted that he has been newly entrusted with the cases and has thus sought for listing of the case on Thursday, next Thursday. Huh? Mr. R. Islam, Land Council for the Petitioners, is present and has consented to the prayer for objection. Post as sought for and agreed to raise the cases on Thursday.
Well, item number 6.
85.
Item number
Interim-
7, 8, 9, and 16.
16, my lord.
Interim order passed under.
Interim order passed earlier shall continue till the next date of listing.
I have heard substitution, lordship, may kindly be allowed because one petitioner died, his
Let-
legal has.
16 then
16, let it come.
On
on,
the-
sir.
same
I will
thing.
go through it.
on next day.
Made to the Lords. Prayer for listing of a writ petition, my lord, for motion. Subject matter is that, my lord, nomination was cancelled, my lord, but the grounds for rejection of the nomination was not communicated, my lord.
Monday.
Tomorrow, my lord. Monday.
All cases of similar nature have been posted on Monday.
Highly obliged.
Supplementary list for motion. Item number 13.
Yes,
The reason.
We are following this handbook for returning officer of Election Commission of
okay, let
India.
us see. That handbook has been referred to, I have not read that part
Not earlier.
in the Honorable Justice Vina's judgment.
But I have given the extract, last
Hmm.
page, my lord, will come. 6.10.2. The rules are silent about this, my lord.
Good enough.
I think this can be relied upon the earlier case of my lord.
Yes, yes, yes.
In one of the cases, item 22.
Right.
Like, these are also
I
available.
was just finalizing it.
These
I
are
can
also in the
incorporate it.
Website of election, State
Ah,
Election
ah.
Commission.
Yes, you have seen.
I'm seeing it right now.
Even in absence. Okay. I will quote this.
Money.
And instruction is there, my lord, we are following this. We have to follow this.
Okay. Heard Mr. P. Bhardwaj, learned counsel for the petitioner.
Can you lordship me exempt me, my lord, I have a matter.
Who is for Panchayat? Mr. Kwani is available.
Is not there, sir. That my lord, it seems that he doesn't have a role.
Anybody? Okay.
My colleague is there.
Right, Mr. Kwan's name, K. Kwar. Learned. Standing Council, Panchayat and Rural Development Department, protest number 1, 2, 4.
Lordship, being the additional, he can access for being.
Okay. Additional Advocate General. And Senior Standing Council, Panchayat and Rural Development Department, protest number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Mr. R. Dubey. Learned Standing Council, Assam State Election Commission, protest number 6. First one. Para. Your case is rejected.
My lord, not known, my lord. Not
No.
known. Well, the what was published, my name is not there.
Okay. Meaning thereby it is
And
rejected.
and only one candidate, so declared elected. The last page, my lord, only since one candidate, that's why it was declared elected.
The petitioner has approached this court by the instant writ petition under Article 226 of the Constitution to
This is.
inter alia. Seeking inter alia a writ in the nature of such a right to set aside and quash a impugn notification issued under the hand of the respondent number 6, whereby is it declaration of results
Yes, my.
Huh?
Declaration of results, my lord.
or acceptance of
My lord, in fact, the reasons for rejection of the nomination.
because date of declaration of result will be
That is 7th, my lord. They will be declaring
only
on
when
7th.
certificate is issued
Yes, my lord.
by the district
True,
commission.
my lord, true.
Ah,
So the, my lord, disclosure of the reason for
Ah.
rejection of the.
whereby the respondent number 6 has declared that the nomination paper of the respondent number 6, comma, implemented herein, comma, has been accepted for ward number 203 under 56 number Borsala Gaon Panchayat. Full stop. The petitioner has also challenged the action on the part of the respondent number 6, as the respondent number 6 has not included the name of the petitioner in the list of candidates whose nomination papers are found valid. Full stop. Para, it is the case of it is the case of the petitioner that he, in order to contest the election for the post of Gram Panchayat member from ward number 203 under 56 number Borsala Gaon Panchayat, comma, submitted his nomination papers within the on or before on 11/4/2025 before the respondent number 6, comma, who is the returning officer stroke authorized officer Panchayat under rule Panchayat 22 of the Assam Panchayat within bracket Constitution rules, comma, 1985. Full stop. Para. As per sub-rule 2 of Rule 22, such authorized officer, stroke returning officer, is entrusted with the following duties. Is entrusted to discharge the following duties and responsibilities. A, B, yes, Para. Mr. Chaudhary had Mr. M.K. Chaudhary, Learned Senior Counsel, assisted by Mr. P. Varadwaj, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. And so, P. Varadwaj, M.K. Chaudhary, assisted by so and so. Mr. Chaudhary, Learned Senior Counsel, paying for the petitioner, has submitted that there were two candidates submitted nomination papers to contest the Panchayat election for the Gaon Panchayat from ward number 203 and the 56 number Borsola Gaon Panchayat. First up. The date, 12/4/2025 was fixed for scrutiny of nomination papers by the returning officers to authorized officer. Full stop. Though the petitioner submitted his nomination papers along with all the requisite documents and certificates. The petitioner to his surprise found that his name was not included in the list of candidates whose nomination papers were found valid. Full stop. It impliedly meant that the nomination paper of the petitioner was rejected. Full stop. Mr. Chaudhary has further contended that no reason was assigned for rejection of the nomination paper by the returning officer stroke authorized officer. Full stop. If the nomination paper of the petitioner was rejected for one reason or another, the petitioner at least has the right to know the reason why his nomination paper has been rejected. Full stop. Such information ought to have been provided to the petitioner by the returning officer to authorized officer in writing. Right? Full stop.
Then, my lord, if I may, my lord, say, if you also comes to page 43, the private respondent has given, my lord, the Facebook post where this was, my lord, found that he has been elected. Page 43. It's not
43, type copy.
my lord, because that is in the Facebook post and, my lord, not dated. It was stated in the, my lord, on oath that this was found in the Facebook page where he has been declared to be elected.
Relation of trust.
He posted the notification, but that is undated for all those.
ঘোষণা করা হল ঘোষণা করা হল
Not hanged anywhere.
Find out it is a declaration of results, then it is, I think it is open for you now to file in. Is it a declaration of election?
Yes, my lord. That is what he shows, but officially, my lord, it has not been declared anywhere. I want to know the reason so that, my lord, I can take the, my lord, the report.
Mr. R. Dubey, learned standing counsel, ASEC, has submitted that the Assam State Election Commission is following the guidelines laid down in the Handbook for Returning Officer, 2023, published by the Election Commission of India in matters of scrutiny of nomination papers. First off, he has referred to clause 6.2, 6.10.2 of the handbook to submit that in case a returning officer rejects a nomination paper, then he is required to record the reasons for rejection of the nomination paper on the spot and supply a certified copy of the order immediately to the candidate whose nomination papers have been rejected by him. Full stop. Mr. Dubey has fairly submitted that in case the reason for rejection of the nomination paper of the petitioner has not been furnished to the petitioner by the returning officer to authorized officer in the case in hand, comma, a direction is called for to that effect. Full stop. Para. As it is submitted by Mr. Dubey, Standing Council SEC, that the returning officers through authorized officers under the appointed under Rule 22 of the Assam Panchayat Constitution, Rules 1995, are following the guidelines laid down in the Handbook for Returning Officers 2023, published by the Election Commission of India, clause 6.10.2 of the handbook is quoted here in below for ready reference. Para. From the aforequoted clause 6.10.2, it is discernible that a returning officer should invariably record the reasons for rejecting a nomination paper on the spot and supply a certified copy of the order immediately in cases where the nomination papers filed by a candidate have been rejected by him or her. Full stop. The clause, it further states, as it has further been states that such record of reasons, no, it has further been states that the same, the certified copy of the order recording the region is to be furnished to the candidate even in the absence of an application from such a candidate and without payment. Full stop. Para. Having regard to the grievance raised by the petitioner in this writ petition and to the guidelines which are followed by the Assam State Election Commission, including the returning officer stroke authorized officer appointed under Rule 22 of the Assam Panchayat Constitution Rules 1995, comma. This court is of the considered view that if the reasons for rejection of the nomination paper of the petitioner is not furnished by the returning officer stroke authorized officer till date, then the same should be furnished to the petitioner by the returning officer stroke authorized officer if the petitioner approaches him to stop. Therefore, comma, this writ petition is disposed of with a direction to the returning officer stroke authorized officer to furnish a certified copy of his order recording the reasons for rejection of the nomination paper of the petitioner immediately on receipt of a certified copy of this order, immediately on submission of a certified copy of this order to him by the petitioner. I think
My
should
lord,
do.
Many issues have been ironed out.
With the above direction, the writ petition is disposed of.
he's allowed, my lord. He's allowed, my lord.
Aha.
I highly obliged.
Huh?
There is something different.
The prayer is, I want to know the reason. That is the prayer.
Dispose of?
Yes.
Only direction I have said with the person. Okay, the writ petition is allowed to the extent indicated above. So that Mr. Chudhary is not dissatisfied. No cost.
Highly obliged.
For admission, item number 1.
Itu অলপ লাগিব। AC টো অলপ লাগিব।
Maybe it's not. So it's for land acquisition and the petitioner,
Yes.
the government herein acquired the land of the petitioner in the year 1976, Lordship, for the,
76.
yes, Lordship, for the construction of National Highway bypass.
Okay, and you approached 2021,
No, Lordship, we have approached in the year 2015 earlier also,
15,
15, 16,
15, 16, 76, 24 plus
80,
24 years plus 15. How many? 39. Let us see your case. How many petitioners? One. Hiren Chandra Kumar, Jalukbari. Okay, what is your land? First land detail. What's the dash?
land is 1 kata 17 lesser and
Where it is mentioned?
in point number 4, page number 6.
Page
So
number
Ramabati
6.
is annexure number 1, Lordship.
Plot of land along with his younger brother and mother, covered by 1/4, AP Patra number so and so, village Gutanagar, Guwahati Revenue Cycle, ventilate, non-payment. Okay. Congress session was held for that bypass route, Kamaikha station. Congress session was held. The bypass route. Bypass road from Kamakya railway station to National Highway, passing through Pavana. Waiting for the purpose of transport and religion. And roads, land, and any particular acquired. Royal of in connection with the case. 1 katra 17 lesser there was covered by opposite 4 1 square along with an Assam type There's other data such as prime number. treatment. Where is the notice?
Election number 2, Lordship. Page 20.
Prime number, Jalukbari. Yes, then. Okay, then in the year. Now your letter, page 22.
Yes, Lordship. It's a translated copy of page.
Now
20.
it is a part of your grievances in this petition.
Yes, our representation, Lordship.
This page 22
Yes, Lordship.
is part of your,
Translated
part
copy.
of your representation.
Yes, Lordship.
Grievances.
Yes, Lordship. Page 3A, Lordship. It is a translated copy
Huh,
of page 3A.
huh.
There no date has been mentioned,
No date. No receipt.
but in 3B, the date is 1983, Lordship, the representation. Next page, page 25.
Page?
25, Lordship.
I'll see to that. Since 1995 to 2016, there was silence from your side. Yes.
My lord, in our affidavit, we have taken a stand that he has been paid the Zirat compensation in 2 installments. And whereas from the records, we cannot derive any award. And admittedly, in reply, they have also admitted that they received the Zirat amount in 2 installments as per their requirements. And so far as annexure 1 is considered, my lord, in writ petition, It is supposed to be not LA acquisition notification. It is for
Mixture please.
annexure A is the
Hmm.
notice regarding vacation of land, my lord.
Hmm.
And two, there is a DAG number 414 which
414,
414,
annexer 2,
annexure A, page 53, my lord.
page 53. Yes, 414 call.
Oh.
Original notice
Notice in the rate petition.
under section 3. Bhutanagar Patta number, tag number 414. 414, page 21. It is notice under section 3(1), under 64 Act. And this is under section 6(1) of the 64 Act. So from here onwards, the provisions of 1894 Act would apply.
But admittedly, we have stated in our affidavit, my lord, award copy is not in the record, my lord. And so far as this is 3(1), although it is 3(1) notification, my lord, Form C, but it is
1964
stated
acquisition, Assam.
for eviction of their from the land, my lord. It is not as such requirement that your land is acquired. That thing is not there.
Right, but if it is 6, then come to
That
page
is my lord
53.
Pointing out that
Ah.
6(1) notification.
Initially,
are
you
not
do requisition is for temporary purpose.
in a 64.
But
It's an every
why
case it is
state government
required.
even
This
for
period it is required, my lord.
construction of a bridge or road, why they resort to section 3 of 1964 Act is beyond my understanding.
Right. So far as
Some land acquisition and requisition act. 1964.
this act has some peculiarity, my lord, because initially 3(1) always in, it's an every case, my lord, although there is a permanent change in the land. It is first requisition, then after notice period, it is acquired under 6(1), my lord. And I have find a noting in the record, my lord, regarding communication for declaration of award to the requiring department from the DC office, my lord.
By 37. No. What will be the consequence? Yes, madam.
Lordship here. We have paid for actually the amount we have paid for Jirat, but
Right.
they have released it as shifting of demolition, Lordship. So the actual amount.
Entire GR amount is paid under, you have received it under your signature. Also, the second installment is also received by you. So there is no question of paying GR again. Now, what is your case now?
Now remains
Yes.
land value, Lordship,
Huh?
land value.
How? What are the rights? One of these, there are two things. One is delay. Explain your delay.
We have made our application in the year 1976, Lordship. Plus
Representation,
83.
making representation time and again does not prolong the period of limitation. I have seen last one representation was submitted in 1995 or 6. The next representation is in 2016,
Yes, Lordship.
right? There is no one else except you who has filed the representation. There were other landowners.
Joint representation is also there. Lordship.
There were other landowners also. They did not file.
But they have
How do you explain this 20 years period?
joint representation is also there. Lordship.
What are the records, madam? Records available?
Yes, ma'am.
Let us see. Have a look. Is there any joint verification report?
Affidavit, we don't have anything. That's
Hear me out. লিখিত চিঠিৰ নিৰ্দেশানুযায়ী সন্মানপূৰ্বক জনাও যে জালুকবাৰী মৌজাৰ গোটানগৰ ৰাস্তাৰ মাজেৰে যোৱা গড়কাপ্তানি পথটো যোৱা 6/7/1988 তাৰিখে গড়কাপ্তানি বিভাগৰ সংশ্লিষ্ট বিষয়াৰ লগত যুটীয়াভাৱে তদন্ত কৰোৱা হয়। উভয় পক্ষৰ স্বাক্ষৰিত যুটীয়া তদন্তীয় প্ৰতিবেদন মৰ্মে পৰিলক্ষিত যে উভয় উক্ত পথৰ বাবে অধিগ্ৰহণ কৰা দাগৰ বেছিভাগ পট্টাদাৰ সকলৰ দখলত আছে। অধিগ্ৰহণ কৰা মাটিৰ টকা নোপোৱা বাবে পট্টাদাৰ সকলে দখল এৰি দিয়া নাই আৰু টকা পালে দখল এৰি দিম বুলি কয়। ৰাস্তাৰ বাবে নতুনকৈ অধিগ্ৰহণ কৰিব লগা নাই।
Yes.
That is why they might be in deep slumber. Suddenly they realize, let us wake up and claim money.
And in fact,
Now it is your duty to find out. I have seen enough.
my lord, now in
Huh?
our affidavit,
It
my
is,
lord,
there is a todonto, then it is found that pottadars whose lands were sought to be acquired are having possession of those plots of land. They have not vacated the land, though they have removed the structure, because they did not vacate the land because they were not paid the compensation.
respect of petitioner, my lord.
All.
he
Find
has-
out. Find out. It is not for me to find out. This is the finding I have seen. It is one in 1998. If follow thereafter, where is the joint verification report must be there in this file somewhere. But I have put the star in the flag.
you play with like-
Huh? You find out the joint verification report. If it is so, then that could be the reason for keeping silence for more than 20 years.
Other aspect, my lord, so far as
If-
other part of money is concerned, we have made communication to the requiring department, my lord. At
The-
that point of
Huh,
time.
prior to that, everybody is writing, please pay the estimated amount. Then again, somebody said, no, let us have a joint verification. And after joint verification found that the persons are in position, road is already complete, they have not vacated their land as they have not got the money, although they have removed the structure and all were paid compensation for removal of the structure. Now find out from there, if they are in possession, cannot be unjust enrichment, right? This will be a case of unjust enrichment. Or if it is not, then they should be paid the compensation, right? But piecemeal kind of thing, this affidavit, I have seen. You find out. It is not for me to find out.
Fine.
I have seen. If they are in position, then silent and then move them. If that is so, one report is there, next page, right? More me. Then, madam, I can get your land area verified. Be ready for at least 5 lakh cost. Right? And if you are come out successful, you'll be paid crores compensation. But take the risk. Looks like you are in possession of the, how much land you are owner?
1 Katha 17 less.
Or total owner?
Total land by the taken by
Ah.
the government is.
No. Total land which belongs to the petitioner.
Is 1 Katha 17 less.
1 crore 17 less. And how much was acquired?
Out of 6 lakhs, this whole part,
No, my question is pointed.
out of this land,
You were the owner of total area
1 Katha 17 less.
17 less. How much was acquired?
As far as my information.
Information, no, your
Uh,
petition. Information does not play any role here. How much was acquired? According to your petition, read petition. Prayer. I am with this file, so I could not find out. 1 crore 17 less. You are the owner of how much land?
1 Katha 17 less.
And you have said that 1 katha 17 less acquired. Where do you live? Where do you live? At the same address? At the same address? Your address is what? Hmm? As per read petition?
Resident.
Gotanagar.
Gotanagar.
So, if your entire land has been acquired and you are seeking compensation for 1 katha 17 lesser, where is your Jamabandi?
With an extra 1 lot.
How much land? 1.11 R. Yes, convert, Mr. Sharma. 1.11 R. What is it? Then I'll depute, what R or conversion to us. I'll depute the circle officer to your place, how much land you are occupying as on date. And be ready. Abuse of the process, then it will be 5 lakhs. Exemplary cost. So that, and if you are successful, it will be directed to pay it as per 2013 Act. Take the call. Yes, madam, where it is R and all conversion. I am not very familiar with all R and conversion. Lesser. R. 1 point. Area. If we go by the Jamabandi, how much is the total? Your name is Hirendra, 2.13 R. 1 katha,
17 less.
17 less. 2.13 R. It was Xerox query, but I'm computer connection. 2 katha means 2.13 R. 2.13 R. It will be 1 katha 7 lesser in and around. As on date, how much area is in your possession? Circle officer, let him make a survey of the area of the petitioner as on date. Otherwise, there is no reason for keeping his silence. Other petitioners other patadas whose lands were acquired, they were not before this court. They were also keeping silent because they are in possession. If this report is true, and why 2, 3, 4 government officers would submit a report that the pattadars are in possession after inspection, going to the place. See the report. There is a report, PWD, another one. Seen that most of the land acquired for the purpose have been encroached by the original patadars and the boundary pillars have been removed from the acquired PWD land. Official letters, all these are official letters. Thereafter, all this goes. Maybe the person who has the deponent, he is also hand in glove. Good case for a police investigation also. Action. Then again, they are telling the whole story again without looking into maybe for one good reason or another. Find out what happens after that. Go through it, tell me the story. And thereafter, after this star mark, tell me the story, what happened thereafter in the subsequent period. Thereafter, we'll pass the order for demarcation of the petitioner's land. An area, the petitioner is in possession. If it is less than 1 katha 17 lesa, something might be acquired, or that compensation has to be paid. If it is 1 katha 17 lesa, as on date, then 5 lakh is to be paid by the petitioner. One way or the other, we have to decide, we'll decide to find out from the record. We'll take up after some time. So that
At two lordship.
whatever time is available. And tell your petitioner also. He is in possession, removing the boundary pillars erected by the PWD. That was why I was told the other petitioner, other persons were not coming. Why they are not coming? And there was complete silence for 20 years.
Explanation is there. my
No explanation, absolutely.
lord. In one of the old order also, my lord, it is reflecting.
Yes, I have seen. Court has expressed surprise. Find out from the record.
Item 2. There is a direction by the honorable courts to produce the record of assessment of the land. But I have received the records today in the morning. Some records only I have gone through, but the entire records I could not see.
Go through,
I have,
seriously go through. Don't
I'll see.
keep through
Got
the office notes only.
got it.
I have what I have seen
True.
in the previous case now.
Yes.
Okay.
So here, the difficulty is on 24/4, this, well, the 4-5 days ago, back, Lordship was directed for protection of the record has not come. On last occasion, Lordship has said if the record doesn't come, the personal assurance of the deputy commissioner will be there. So now I have received the record. That may kindly be considered and kindly keep this.
What is the case about? I don't know.
Well, the petitioner's case is that we have acquired the land. My record, as per the record, we have said that the acquisition compensation 40%, 60% he has already received. But he is praying for the thing that he has some structure over the land that has not been assessed. And there is no assessment to that effect, and he has not been paid the zirat for this structure. There is a speaking order that he has constructed the structure after the assessment survey. Therefore, he is not entitled for any compensation, zirat compensation. That order he has challenged before in appeal. Appeal has been dismissed, and after dismissal of the appeal, now the appellate order is put under challenge here. If kindly comes to paragraph 22 onwards, that is his case, that he was not given any notice. Page number 21, paragraph number 21.
21.
Yes, sir. His case starts from this. That being agreed by and dissatisfied with the aforesaid impugn order dated.
What is impugn order?
Impugn order dated 6/8/22 passed by the Commissioner Lower Assam Division in appeal.
Okay. This appeal means, this is national highway kind of thing, no?
Lot. Malad, that
Or-
order, that order, my lord, will find at page number 97,
97.
page 97. Heard the petitioner, the order starts at page 97. Heard the petitioner Muhammad, Nur Muhammad Humayun and his English counsel so and so. Peruse all records as placed by the circle officer. Fact of the case are as follows in brief. The issue relates to land acquisition of 211 biga 3 kathas to 15 lesser of the land for establishment of battalion headquarters SSB at Nalbari, within which the petitioner is the owner of a plot of land measuring 2 katha 14 lecha covered by dag number 720 KP Patas 260 of village so and so, seeking exemption for the said land acquisition. Hence, the basic grievance of the petitioner confines to the fact that his land, as clarified earlier, which is under process for public purpose acquisition, was not surveyed properly or physically verified and assessed for due compensation. The petitioner further claims that due compensation by effect of development of said property, which includes land filling, shed construction, and tea stall currently being run from the same, all of which was prior to issuance of the preliminary notification for land acquisition on 29/1/2020. Hence, prayer of the petitioner for reassessment of the value of his property on the said land. The chronology and background of the case records state. Preliminary notification dated 29/1/2020 was issued in connection with LA case number 1 of 2019 by the Government of Assam Revenue and Disaster Management Department. May be noted that notices were issued under section 12 of the said act. Preliminary survey of land and power of officers was to carry out survey by issuing form 5 prior to written consent declaration to 119 number of landowners, others, that this was also advertised in local newspaper on 14th of February 2021, and photostat copies are enclosed as record of the case file. In the record of the records in the case file, this notification specifically notifies that respective patadar of the land plots of land under the areas of Nalbari district as to the intent of the government to acquisition of 211 biga 3 katha 15 lechas of land for establishment of battalion headquarters SSB. In regard to the same, interested persons were notified to submit their objection, if any, within 60 days from the date of publication of the notification. The petitioner vide his application dated 24/2/2020, addressed to the Deputy Commissioner Nalbari, had requested for exemption to the petitioner's land from being acquired, showing reasons. The petitioner's application was rejected consequent to the decision taken in the meeting dated 31/10/2020, chaired by Deputy Commissioner Nalbari. Pertinent to note that petitioner was present and has duly signed on the attendance record. The minutes of the meeting also shows that the petitioner's objection were duly answered during this meeting by the Deputy Commissioner Nalbari. Thereafter, the petitioner filed his second application dated 26/11/2020, prayed the Deputy Commissioner to make survey of his land, which was also rejected by the Deputy Commissioner Nalbari dated 21/12/2020. That again the petitioner was present during this order issuance. Being aggrieved, the petitioner filed WPC number 786 of 2021 before the Honorable High Court, and the Honorable High Court by order dated 24/2021 had disposed of the said writ petition, endorsing with observations direction to Deputy Commissioner Nalbari to give further hearing to the petitioner and to accordingly pass a speaking order. In compliance of the Honorable High Court order dated the petitioner by his application dated 3/5/2021 prayed inter alia to resurvey his plot of land and to reassess the value of compensation, etc. The said application of the petitioner was heard on 31/5/2021 by the Additional Deputy Commissioner, Land Acquisition, and was considered by the Deputy Commissioner, but petitioner's prayer was rejected by order dated 5/6/2021, hence the present case. The present case arises out of application filed by the petitioner under section 64 of the Right to Fair Compensation and Transparency in Land Acquisition Act 2013, read with section 60 of the same act. In consideration of the above, the pertinent issues to be looked into are claim as to lack of notices served, wrongful survey of land, not inclusion of infrastructure, zirat of land. This is the main grievance. Reassessment of land for due compensation. On detailed perusal of case records and also as noted above, it is observed that all necessary notices were served, applications heard, and accordingly disposed of. The various submissions, advertisements in newspapers, signature of the petitioner in all public meetings chaired by DC Nalbari, secondary applications and disposals attached to the same with substantive evidence in case records. Even in the Guwahati High Court, directions to accord further hearing of petitioner was duly conducted and speaking orders issued. Thus, the petitioner was well aware of the proposed acquisition of land as per due process and procedures laid down in law. It is further noted that as per records, with reports of the Lat Mandal dated 22/10/2020, clarification from Revenue Circle Officer of the relevant area and Gaumburas of village Surodi, the speaking order of the Deputy Commissioner Nalbari reflect correctly that the land of the petitioner was jointly surveyed by LR staff and no concrete structure or tea stall was found at the time of survey, but the same was installed after survey. Hence, the building Jirat compensation of the said structure cannot be considered as it has been constructed after the government survey.
Now,
In view of the observations, this is rejected.
what is the case about thereafter? This
Kindly-
petition is
kindly-
after the or after this order has been passed.
This order is passed. This is under challenge,
Uh-huh.
this writ petition. Kindly come to paragraph 22, at page 21 of the writ petition. This is his case collected now. Petitioner stated basic grievance of the petitioner confines to the fact that his land measuring 2 kata 14 lesser under DAG number 720 of KP Patta number 260, village so and so, which is brought under preliminary notification dated 29/1/2020 for acquisition of public purposes for establishment of battalion headquarters SSB in the notified areas has not been surveyed and physically verified for the purpose of proper assessment for compensation and also has not assessed properly, whereas the petitioner developed the said plot of land by incurring heavy expenses and also constructed shed and running tea stall, etc. prior to issuance of the said notification dated 29.
This notification 29/1/2020 is under which section?
This is the impugned order.
13 Act. (29/1/2020). Is it a part of this case record?
Yes, under 11.
Under section 11?
11,
under section
11.
11.
page 30,
11.
11(1).
Page
page 31, annex of 1.
31. Okay, this is notification is hereby and case number section 11. Okay, section 11. Now, so it is the 29 January 2020 is the crucial date.
Lot.
That is the
Yes.
date,
Yes.
right? You find out from the record any survey before it, any survey after it. Because as per subsection 11, subsection 4 of section 11, no person shall make or create any encumbrance on such land from the date of publication of such notification. So that is a crucial date.
That is the question.
We find out from the records, any survey,
Madam, may I
let
say,
him give the opportunity also.
enough opportunity has been given.
No, with the records.
And even my lord, the record which they have produced before the court below, my lord.
No, I don't take anything
Yes.
at face value nowadays. See what I have found in the other case,
Lordship may take
last 4, 5, how many years? Last
35 years.
the earlier case, last 4 years, it is going on like that.
One point I want to point out. So for the order dated, my lord, 24/9/24.
No.
is passed by this honorable.
Mr. Sharma,
After perusing all.
let him find out any survey. Field survey. Before this crucial date or after crucial date.
That was my lord, already my lord, passed by this honorable court to find it all this and produce the record. He failed to produce.
Now he has with the record. He has the record or not?
I have received the record. They have given me the record today in the morning.
That is what he said. So the record is with him.
Yes.
First
Yes.
submission he made
Yes.
Is the record with him? He has received the record. I have not gone through the record. That is his submission.
Let him go through that.
So that is why I have
Yes.
made him wait. Let us see the case. So 29, 21,
29/1,
2020.
2020.
that is the crucial date. And you see before that and after that. There could be structure after that date, but there could also be structure before that date. Find out. Thereafter, we have to take a call.
Yes, yes.
Is it not? Your claim is it is in existence.
Not so far 2016 report is concerned, that is Malak relied upon by the
That
authority.
is why I have said
That is why Malak entire record.
this
the
date
court.
is the crucial date,
Yes, madam.
right?
Yes, yes, yes. I could understand, madam. Let him go through the record, madam. Let him submit. Whatever
Because
is the record.
ultimately it is a matter of compensation for you.
Yes, madam.
At the same time, it is a matter of disbursing money from the state exchequer.
Yes, yes.
Right.
That's
So if the previous case, suppose,
Madam.
is to be allowed, it will be crores,
Madam. Yes,
the
yes,
previous
yes,
case,
yes, I have gone.
right?
Yes, yes.
In Maligaon area,
Utana
one
area.
katha 70 lessa means what? It is
Government
now crores,
course. Now it is course.
but if it turns out to be wrong, consequences also,
Yes, yes, yes.
so
Adverse.
we have to,
Here, Malak, my respectful submission of the land acquisition compensation he has received. Already he's.
see that.
He 2 plots of land we have acquired. He has agreed with one plot. Under DUG number 917, we acquired 1 plot of land. He is satisfied with that. This is under DUG number 720. 2 katha, 14 less than that.
Primarily for Zirat.
See that?
Issue
But
involves
why-
whether any verification was made after publication of that notification. That is the core issue, my lord.
Find out,
But-
field sir.
But Malak, now in the subsequent paragraphs, he has also raised demands that the compensation which you have given is also redetermined, is to be redetermined ultimately.
That we will see, that is a point of law.
That will come.
That is a point of law,
Logic.
and this is a point of
Facts.
factual thing. Existence of any structure like tea stall,
As per the-
whatever, it is a question of fact.
Yes, absolutely.
We cannot decide. That other point can be tackled.
Yes. A date may be fixed, my lord.
Fine,
Malak,
convenient, Mr.
Malak,
Nath.
Lordship may kindly take it on 14th, Malak, if not inconvenient.
14.
14th.
14 will be Wednesday. 15,
No, may not be 15, Malak. 15th, Lordship has already fixed one place. Malak.
okay.
The part-
Then 20,
20, Malak.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Malak.
Ah. Because this requires going
Sometime.
some deliberation.
Lordship, sometime.
Heard Mr. M.K. Sharma, the conservative petitioner. Revenue, PR Monto, or revenue 1 and 2. Mr. D. Nath, senior government advocate, Assam, but respond number 3 and 4. Who is 5?
5 is not the commandant SSB.
Okay, there is no representation on behalf of the respondent.
Affidavit has been
5 today
filed.
on call. Post. Para Mr. Nath, senior government advocate, has submitted that he has received the records of the LA proceeding.
Lordship.
LA proceeding. In the morning hours today, and has sought for some accommodation to go through the records in order to make submissions. As regards the claims made by the petitioner in this petition. First of, as sought for by Mr. Nath and as agreed to by Mr. Sharma, lays the case on 20
Right.
20/05/2025.
Malak.
But on this point,
Yes, absolutely.
or shall I record? Otherwise, I'll forget.
Lordship. That is.
One of the issues involved in this writ petition as is no, the notification under section 11 of the Act was issued on 21 29/1/2020. First off, the claim of the petitioner is that on the date of issuance of the notification under section 11, there were structures on the concerned plot of land in respect of which the petitioner has not been paid the requisite compensation. Full stop. Thus, one of the issues would be that would be about the findings recorded in any field survey, either prior to or subsequent to
Taking position.
notification. It is a notification.
Yes.
So for notification.
The law says notification.
If it is prior to issuance of notification, then they will produce the.
We'll find out, sir. We'll find out.
I'll see.
We are not deciding it.
Madam.
কি কলা? As to when any joint survey, either prior to or subsequent to the issuance of publication of the notification under section 11 was made, and if there is any such report, the findings therein recorded therein. Full stop. So that I'll remember.
Lord,
Otherwise, I tend to forget.
Supplementary list, item 14.
See, I have annexed the order passed by the Honorable Court on earlier occasion. Page 41, Lordship.
Page
41.
40,
41.
41. No, you are supposed to file an affidavit.
Yes, Lordship. I filed the affidavit, Lordship.
What you have stated in the additional affidavit.
In paragraph number 4, Lordship.
Okay, we'll dispose of. Next.
15 is also same, Lordship.
Affidavit filed.
Lordship.
Why you have come so late?
Lordship, during the.
COVID has gone long back.
Gone, but that affected was there are no business at all during that course of time, Lordship.
Because you can apply for de novo registration perhaps, is it not? Okay, but old cases, 4 or 5 years, it is too late otherwise.
There coming late is because there was no business lordship during the course of the.
That does not mean that you have an option of de novo registration also, is it not?
lordship.
From now onwards, for 3-4 years will not be allowed.
Lordship,
We have to put a stop.
lordship,
Lordship,
deeply
Okay.
obliged.
SCCL may be served in the.
Huh?
This case, my senior counsel SCCL may be. put on it.
Your name is mentioned, Dr. B.N. Gugoi.
14 is mine, 15 is not.
Huh? It is your B.N. Gugoi. Yes, all throughout. All throughout your name only,
Deeply obliged.
And developed.
disposed. Disposed. It will dispose of. Going to hearing. Matter 3-2. Ms. Burman. Complete. Okay. Okay.
For hearing, items 3 and 4.
These are the delimitation matters, my lord. That
Hmm.
Tiwa Autonomous Council.
Hmm.
I've been surprised by my friend that there has been some
My lord.
development.
Though it is fixed for hearing, my lord, the government is taking some steps, my lord, that we have been time and again representing this court, my lord. To address their grievances. I have instruction, my lord. Means initially government started the delimitation, then the hurdle came, my lord, that we have to amend the act.
Hmm.
The Autonomous Council Act. So, my lord, it was placed before the, my lord, monsoon session, my lord. It was passed with some other. Now, my lord, it will go for, in the second para, my lord, it will go before the Honorable Governor, my lord, for his action, my lord. Then only, my lord. So, my lord will adjourn the matter for another 4 to 6 weeks time, my lord, in the meantime.
Yes, Borua, you have seen this.
I have given
My
a copy.
learned friend had given me a copy, and it seems that the matter is pending before my lord, His Excellency the Governor.
Hmm.
Now it will go, my lord.
So let the date be fixed after 4 weeks, my lord. A hearing date, my lord.
6 weeks, my lord, because, my lord, it takes some time, my lord.
Heard Mr. A.K. Borua and Council petitioner.
I mean, item number 3, my lord.
My learned friend is for.
In
Item 3.
3 and Mr.
I am in 4, my lord.
You were in 4.
I am, my lord.
Okay, heard Mr. S.A. Ahmed, learned counsel for the petitioners in 3. And Mr. A.K. Borua, learned counsel for the petitioners in 4. As well as Mr. Ardhor, learned standing counsel.
Tribal affairs. Tribal affairs.
Tribal Affairs Department for the state respondents. Also. Para. Also heard Miss A.B. Castro. N. Nogam.
NB.
N.B. Castro. Learned Counsel representing Dubey. Mr. R. Dubey. Learned Standing Counsel, Assam State Election Commission. Also. Mr. Thor has submitted on instruction, on instruction on the basis of an office letter dated 29/4/2025, addressed to him by the Department of Tribal Affairs, that the delimitation process of Tiwa Autonomous Council, within bracket TSC, has been put on hold as the government is proposing to amend the Tiwa Autonomous Council Act 1995 to increase the number of elected constituencies from 36 to 38. Post up. He has further submitted that a bill by the name of the Tiwa Autonomous Council within bracket Amendment Bill, 2025 has been passed in the budget session of the Assam Legislative Assembly. First up, the amendment bill, along with other bills, are now being processed by the Legislative Department to seek assent of the Honorable Governor. First up, with such submissions, Mr. Dhar has prayed for listing of the case after 6 weeks to enable him to place an up-to-date report about the status of the amendment bill of the Tiwa Autonomous Council within bracket Amendment Bill 2025. As in the event of receipt of assent, there is likelihood that the grievances of the petitioners might be redressed. First up, Mr. Amit and Mr. Borua have not opposed the submissions of Mr. Dhar, taking note of the developments as regards the Tiwa Autonomous Council Amendment Bill 2025. First up, as sought for by Mr. Dhar and as agreed to by the Learned Council for the petitioners, lays the case on that is after 6 weeks stated the DDB. Lays the cases on 10-6. Okay. R Dubey,
Deeply please.
State Election Commissioner.
Timing method item number 1.
Have you seen?
My lord, in fact, one letter I found on 3/11/88, after that time approved by the lordship. No such handing over was done by the concerned persons to the department. Accordingly, the department has written to the land acquisition officer regarding non-submission of their handing over certificate.
So we can,
Probably it reflects that it is still in their possession, ma'am.
they have removed the boundary pillars also. Demarcation was done initially, but
But they are in possession, so that.
that is why
Not started.
perhaps, we don't know the actual facts.
Like here is
Where is
also-
where is madam? Except you and me, nobody is there now.
The petitioner, please file a phone number to us. No phone number.
দুটা বজাততো মই এগ্ৰি কৰা নাই।
Sir.
Or call Mr. S.C. Visas. A direction to the state respondents to make payment of compensation to him for acquisition of the petitioners plot of land measuring 1 katha 7 lessa, covered by DAG number 414 within bracket old and KP Patra number 36, situate at village Gotanagar, Mauja Jalukbari, Guwahati Revenue Circle, Kamrup Metropolitan District, within bracket, the subject plot. Full stop. It is noticed that initially, Land Requisition Act, the district collector, Kamrup district, issued a notice under Section 3 within bracket 1 of the Assam Land within bracket Requisition and Acquisition bracket close Act, 1964 within bracket the Act, 1964 or the 1964 Act. To the petitioner, stating that the subject plot was to be acquired for a public purpose. Full stop. Subsequently, it was decided to issue a I am directing a survey. I am directing a circle officer to make a survey of the area of land presently in occupation of the petitioner.
Yes, ma'am.
So that the issue can be resolved.
Yes, ma'am.
If the petitioner's land has been acquired, he is entitled to compensation.
Very true.
And the petitioner is still in possession of the land, then he is entitled to
Is not entitled.
make deposit cost exemplary, at least 5 lakhs.
Anyway, I leave it to you.
Because records revealed the persons did not hand over the land. And your Jamamudi says you are an owner of a land area measuring 2 point something R, which is about 1 katha 7 lessa.
17.
17 lessa. Your Jamamudi says that, and you said the entire area has been acquired. And your address shows you are in the same plot of land. And records revealed that the initial Jirat part has been done. But since payment was not made, all the persons whose land were sought to be acquired, road is complete.
Yes, road is complete.
Road is complete, but whose lands were sought to be acquired, they removed all the pillars which was erected for acquisition and did not hand over the land because payment was not paid. Because subsequent surveys were made.
These things are not known to us or not.
No, not known, but petitioner would be very much in knowledge because if it is 1 kata 17 lesa, is his total area of land as per the Jamabandi, and he is making a prayer for paying compensation to him for 1 kata 17 lesa, and if he is still living in that 1 kata 17 lesa, and this is a dangerous
Yes.
process of abuse.
Yes.
I have seen so many, my brother judges have spent so much time in the process. So it will be, I can make a direction to assess the compensation amount as on date to be paid. And at least 10% should be paid by the petitioner out of that. If it is 1 crore, then 10 lakh. If it turns out to you, and everybody will be
But by how much?
roped in. Everybody will be roped in. So
My-
he should render his assistance and cooperation.
Sure, sure. But-
Right?
Sure.
So that is why I need your presence. Thereafter,
My lord, in their, from their affidavit, it reveals that they have granted the amount also, but it was not disbursed.
that I'll record.
Yes.
That I'll record. Structure.
Yes.
You remove the structure, not the position.
Well, they have, in their affidavit, they have not said
Let
this.
me, so what you say in Hindi? Dudh ka dudh, pani ka pani.
That should be, my lord. If he has taken a wrong
Huh.
path, he should be given lesson.
Subsequently, comma, the respondent authorities decided to acquire an area of land measuring 6 bighas, 4 kathas, 2.5 lesas in village Gutanagar, Mauja, Jalukbari, district Kampur for improvement of Maligaon, Sokro, Maligaon, Sokro, Chakrodoi, Chakrodoi, Chakrodoi Road. Full stop. And accordingly, comma, in notification under section 6, within bracket 1 of the 1964 Act was prepared. In the schedule of land prepared for the total area of 6 bighas, 4 kathas, 2.5 lesas, comma, the subject plot was also included. Post of para. MS Bormon had Mr. S.C. Biswas, Learned Council Board of Petition Ignore Topot, and Ms. G. Harjorika, Learned Standing Council Revenue Department, and Ms. M. Bormon, Learned Junior Government Book Assam for the state respondents. Para, Ms. Bormon has submitted that relevant records of the land acquisition proceedings, comma, LA case number 29/1976 have been obtained in deference to the earlier orders of this court. Para. The petitioner has contended that in the year 1976, a Congress session was held at Jawaharnagar, Guwahati, and in that connection, the bypass road from Kamakhya railway station to National Highway, passing through Padmanath Kukhai Borua Road and Maligaon Gutanagar Sokrodoi Road was widened for the purpose of transportation. First off, in the course of widening the road, lands of many patadars, including the petitioner, had been acquired by drawing proceedings, land acquisition proceedings, wide LA case number 29/1976. First off, para. One of the contentions of the petitioner is that the landowners whose lands were brought under the purview of the notice under Section 3 and Sections 631 and Section 361 of the 1964 Act, were asked to remove the structures, etc., existing on the plots of land sought to be acquired. So accordingly, the landowners, including the petitioner, remove the structures from their respective plots of land. First off, the petitioner has contended that the cost for demolition, shifting of the houses of the landowners were not fully paid. First off, we deal with the issue later on because we have seen petitioner's signature there. He has received the entire amount for removal of structure. Para.
Indemnity bonds are also annexed with her affidavit.
The amount has been paid, so her removal is concerned. One of the records of the land acquisition proceedings of LA case number 29/1976. The matters available in the records of us and so are produced. First off, after issuance of the notification under Section 6(1) of the 1964 Act, the landowners started making representations to pay a due compensation to them against their acquired plot of land. Full stop. In view of such persistent demands, the respondent authorities in the Public Works Department and the Revenue Department, including the District Administration of Kamrup, comma, made a joint survey verification on 6/7/1998.
Okay.
1988. And submitted a report. Poster. It was reported that in the said report, it was reported that the road was constructed road was already constructed. It was further reported that most of the land sought to be acquired for the purpose of construction of a road had been encroached by the original pattadars, and the boundary pillars had been removed from the land sought to be acquired for the PWD road. It is further reported that most part of the land sought to be acquired were in possession of the pattadars, concerned pattadars. So it was further reported that the pattadars did not hand over the possession of the lands as they were not paid compensation. Full stop. It was thus reported that as the road has already been constructed, there was no requirement to proceed further with the land acquisition process. Full stop. Para. From the Jamabandi, within brackets. Conversion. Oh, yeah, that's it. Or within bracket records of right. With regard to the subject land, comma, annexed as Annex A to the repetition, comma, it is discernible that the petitioner appears to be the owner of a plot of land measuring 2.13 hours, covered by Dang number 414 old stroke 1066 new and Pata number 36 old Oh, 1067, that number. Right? Pata number 36 old stroke 245 within bracket new at village Gotanagar. Full stop. In paragraph 2 of the writ petition, the petitioner has asserted that he is the patadar of a plot of land measuring, paragraph 2 and 4 of the writ petition. The petitioner has asserted that he is the owner of a plot of land measuring 1 katha 17 lesa, covered by DAG number 414 old and KP Pata number 36 within bracket old. Post up. He has further asserted that the entire land belonging to him measuring 1 katha 17 lesa have been acquired by the state respondents. And in this writ petition, he has sought for a direction to the state respondents to make payment of compensation for the entire 1 katha 17 lesas on the ground that the entire land has been acquired from the petitioner. Post up. Para. Thus, there arises two conflicting versions have arisen. Post stop. On one hand, the petitioner has claimed that his entire land measuring 1 katha 17 lesas have been acquired. On the other hand, the state respondents in their survey reports have reported that no land have ultimately been acquired, and the respective patadars are in possession of their respective plots of land, which were sought to be acquired in the notification under section 6 within bracket 1 of the 1964 Act. Post up. Thus, in the considered view of this court, the proper course of action to decide the issue as regards the matter of acquisition would be to find out the area of land the petitioner is presently in possession at Kua, the Jamabandi record of right within bracket Annexa 1. Post up. Para. In such backdrop, the respondent number 3 or 4. And the respondent number 3 and the respondent number 4 are directed to make a field verification at the spot on-spot field verification to find out the exact area of land the petitioner is in possession under Dag number so old, new pattern number so at village Kutanagar. Full stop. The petitioner is directed to render his assistance and cooperation in the process of such on-field field verification and shall not, in any manner, cause obstruction during the on-field verification. Full stop. In the event of any kind of obstruction created, the respondent number 3 and the respondent number 4 would be at liberty to take the assistance of police personnel to carry out the on-field verification. Full stop. Para. A copy of this order be furnished to Ms. M. Borman, learned junior government advocate, to take necessary steps from our end to apprise the respondent number 3 and the respondent number 4. Full stop. Para. Ms. Borman, so-and-so, has submitted that a period of 3 weeks would be sufficient to complete the on-field verification. Full stop. Para lays the case on after 3.
17/6.
May. Put it on 27
27.
May.
This matter is partnered.
We have directed already. If I am here, I'll do.
Yeah.
Or
Exercises.
my brother judge will be able to know what is the issue. With a caveat, if it is, your case is good, you might be paid the compensation. If it is not good,
Yes, I have to pay
then
the
you will be paying the compensation.
Sure.
If you-